Hello again. Welcome to another broadcast. Go to the book of Psalms. Welcome to all you new viewers and all you old ones as well. Thank God for you. Well. The book of Psalms. I got one scripture for you today. A lot of edifying information, I trust, about that. Here we go. If I preach the word, that's what I thought about. If I preach the word, we got that on our website. Preach the word. That's what Paul told Timothy, right? What do you preach? The doctrine of the church, denomination? Preach the word. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, the Word became flesh. That's Jesus himself. That's another name for him. Hebrews, God used to talk by the prophets. Now he's talking by his Son, the Word. Preach the word. Most preachers don't know the word, right? So, how does that relate to this week? You see, I just preached to you what's up next, our crown. What's after that? The marriage supper of the Lamb. Bible says, Jesus talking, that flipsis, tribulation, persecutions arise. The literal word in the Greek is generate. They're generated for the cause, the sake of the word. Okay, got your attention? If I preach the word, if I preach the word, yeah. But in spite of tribulation and persecution arise for the word's sake, guess what? Rejoice, I've overcome the world. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and that's where we go straight to Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey, huh? Come a long ways, what I was telling the guy in the line behind me at the grocery store as soon as they opened up. Some stores on generator power. That thing came a long ways to miss us by 15 mile, and that's in Corpus Christi. From the Yucatan, that storm took a bead for Corpus Christi, Texas. You look on my website, you find out what our address is. If I preach the word, am I getting through? Yeah. Well, but my Bible says, and my wife confesses every day, Isaiah, 54:17? Yeah. No weapon formed against you. And there's plenty of literature out there about what military forces can do with weather. No weapon. They can weaponize it, you see. They said so. It's their own press conference. I'm suggesting nothing. I'm telling you that no weapon formed against us is going to prosper. We'll get to more of that later. Have you found Psalms? Chapter 91. I got one verse for you. Verse 7. And the whole chapter is good. As I'm turning there to look it up, because my wife and I saw this in real time, real life. Up close and personal, you might say. Let's read it. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. That's it, isn't it? As I'm turning to it, I say, oh my God, Psalm 91, has it come to that? I used to confess this, you see, earlier days. It's a great chapter to confess, really apropos now. Some nights, I remember my daughter would be attacked with symptoms. I paced the floor the entire night holding her, confessing scripture. What happened? She got well. She got well. So I recommend the entire 91st chapter of Psalms. You know, the crown that's going to be installed upon us. Look at my messages. Read them again. Listen to them again. The marriage supper of the Lamb coming up. What do we do till then? What do we do till he actually gets here? Yes, tomorrow's the first day of September. It is the month, I believe, that the Apostle John saw, because it's the only time that the things line up that he described. Ever. Since that day till now and on in the future. September 23rd. Are you setting a date for anything? The Lord's... No date setting. I'm saying that the great sign of Revelation 12 shows up September 23rd of 17. And I believe I've got proof for it. Yes, it happens to be during the end time of the Rosh Hashanah. Yeah. Yes, it happens to be 40 days after a particular eclipse, etc. There's lots of those numbers that peg that date. So here we are. Persecution arises for the word's sake. Doesn't mean it gets you, though. It just means it shows up. Spirit of God says, it does get some. Okay, here we go into the property. My wife and I enjoy ownership of 5 property places in South Texas. 2 of the 5 got the eye wall. Yeah, it's going to be tough getting through this without emotion. After you've seen what we have seen with our eyes. Right? So we got a nice 2-bedroom, 2-bath sailboat. It's not a small one. And it's anchored in, been for over a year, in, drumroll, Rockport. You ever see that on the news lately? Category 4 hurricane, eye wall, where your boat's at. Well, we got the pictures. We're on board. No damage, except a few scratches from other boats on either side into the fiberglass. No damage. Boat on the left, demasted. Their mast is over by our boat on the ground. Boat on the right, sunk. Our boat, fine. 28-mile north, another property, nice house, couple acres. Properties all around on the ground. Fine. Let's Get back to Psalm 91:7. A thousand shall fall at thy side. They did. 10,000 at thy right hand. Yeah. But it shall not come nigh thee. And that's my message.